Audio is on now, surely. I think, maybe. Fingers crossed. Everything's broken. Everything's a little bit scuffed today. Have I got all... Why? I've got like 27 audio mixing things on here, yet OBS wants to put them all into a little thing about this big. Stop moving them all around. And why is everything so slow? And why is Photoshop broken? Well, it's not broken now. Okay. It was taking forever to load. Excellent. Thank you very much, Jen. Good evening, Sten. How are you, sir? Sound is good. Thank you very much. Yes, hopefully things is working. New kit and all that kind of stuff. It's always good fun. Trying to get things working. Good evening, Serge. How are you, sir? So, tonight I've been busy today, so I thought about streaming about 6:45. So I'm not really. I was going to say I haven't got much planned. I kind of had made very, very brief plans, like 10 minutes earlier. But of course, I couldn't just nip over to the US to make photos. So I've done something a little bit creative, but I haven't looked to see what I've got yet. So I'm okay, Sage. Thank you very much. I am flustered, as per usual. I'm flustered because it is Tuesday and I've done nothing. But I think it might, even though this stream is like celebrating the US, I think there's going to be a very European-centered stream this evening because everybody else is partying or being like doing the dedicated must spend time with family kind of thing. So I think it might just be the few of us from the Europes, which is fine. But we are celebrating our friends in good old Yankee land, the treasonous sods that they are. Apart from Jen, obviously, because she's an Australian who happens to live over there. I was going to say, since when did you upgrade to have a backyard? Yeah. Is that automatic? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I set it to automatic ISO, didn't I? Well, it's complications. Cameras and all that. Right, anyways, it's enough of me whittering on. So might as well just crack straight on with it. Anyways, happy Independence Day and July the 4th or whatever all the crap is about being treasonous twats that you are. To all my American friends and supporters. Backyard for one. So, I haven't looked to see what I got, but I took some photos of what did I take photos of? Well done, Jen. Well done. As you should. What was I doing? Yeah. Screen sharing. That is what I'm meant to be doing. So, from this image, can you tell what it is yet? And it's American, kind of. Well, it's in America anyway. By the way, I have not just been to America. I did my usual creative thing when I can't get somewhere and I want to take ICM images of it. You have no guesses. A big wave now. It is somewhere in America. Good old Yankee land. And it is a famous landmark that I think it only arrived in the 1920s. Something like that. Was it 1920s? Something like that. It has a European history. Any guesses? It's really bloody obvious. Oh, here we go. I set the camera to half an hour. I didn't want to set the camera to like infinite time. I did kind of find out how to do it. However, it's not is it half an hour since I turned it on. Maybe it is. Maybe that half an hour didn't stick. Good evening, Simon. Right, you're not guessing quick enough. Anyways, it's the Statue of Liberty, obviously, because that's the only thing in America. So, there you go. See, Statue of Liberty. ICM images of Statue of Liberty taken by me about an hour ago. Using my good old friend Google Street View. Because who needs to jump on a plane to go and take pictures? Not this person. This person is a sketch of planes, so therefore I did, Jen. I did. I use one of them Star Trek teleportation transporter things. It's much safer than flying. And it's instantaneous. No airports to deal with. Security and immigration and all that. Rubbish. So we might. Well, this bit here might give the giveaway of what I was doing. Beaming. Exactly, Andrew. Good evening, Andrew. How are you, sir? How did I do the moving? Oh. I have a technique, Serge. It's very cheap as well. Serge, I have a technique for capturing movement of places I have never been to because I use Google Street View and I aim the camera at the screen and move the camera around. It's as simple as that. Saves a bloody fortune in airfares and everything. Glad to hear it, Andrew. Glad to hear it. And I'm thankful I found some time to actually watch one of your videos. And I enjoyed it a lot. So I do recommend, if you want to go and be entertained by Andrew, go check out his YouTube channel. And go watch that. He's very good. Way better than anything I can do. So tonight we are going to make an image of probably this thing. What's it called? Statue of Liberty. I even moved around a little bit as well. Give myself an option. Options. I really enjoyed it. I mean, you put effort in, Andrew. You put effort into your videos. All them flybys and multiple camera angles and full explanations to the camera. Marvellous stuff. Oh, and I kind of might have gone. I should have called in for a coffee, Jen. I do apologise. But you know, whilst I was in the neighbourhood, I thought I would just check this bridge out. I've heard a lot about it. So, but we might not get to this one today. I think we might just stick with the lady with the ice cream. It is an ice cream, isn't it? Oh, everybody's going to hate me. I'm going to get so many unlikes today. Dislikes. Oh, I've been jet setting. So these are the images I took. And yeah, let's just play around with the lady with the ice cream. If I can find a decent starting point. So, this angle is a bit, I don't know. Obviously, it's going to be very convoluted to get anything out of this evening. But it's an episode, and it's marking an occasion of something going on in the world. And that is why we do these things. So I could do with some lighter ones. Like these two. not that one, obviously. Yeah. The one thing about using my technique for this is that you're kind of dependent on making sure you're at the same distance away from it for each shot. It can be a little bit different when everything's a little bit bigger. A little bit tricky. Yeah, there you go. If you search for @AndyBanner, you will find Andrew's fantastic channel. Go visit it. Go subscribe to him. Right, okay. What I should have done, I should have gotten in touch with Steph and Kaiser, because they've been to New York just recently doing ICM, so... Might do if I ever record it, though, Andrew. I might do if I ever record it. That would be quite entertaining, though. I would get some... I was going to say, should I do a video on that? No, Andy, don't have ideas like that. That is a silly idea. And everybody will know how cheap I am by doing that. I've got 5 messages on Facebook. I never go on Facebook. What, Dixon's still in existence? Right. Hi, Andy. Concentrate, otherwise we're going to be here till 10 o'clock again. Shut up. Right. Quite like that one, actually. Alright, rated. Okay, I've picked too many. So out of these, I want that one. Oh, that one. Excuse me. Doesn't really need these lighter ones, do we? So let's go with these. I wonder if matching total exposures will make any difference to this. Probably not. Oh, it's when you're in the edit thing, isn't it? Okay. I lost track, to be honest, Andrew. Right, okay. Voodoo. It's not that one. Match total exposures. Ooh, did lighten them a little bit. Anywho, right, okay. Corrections. All of this as standard. And basic go to whatever. Well, that's cool, Andrew. I need to make a video soon because I've had... Oh, by the way, whilst I'm on, if anybody's in line for any K&F Concept gear, they are having a Prime Day sale, or starting on the 10th of July. You can see details about it in the description of this video. So obviously they sell kind of tripods and bags and filters and all manner of things. So if you're in line for anything like that, do give them a look. Right, I want something with a bit of red in it. Surprise, surprise. Excuse me, do apologise. I've had very little sleep this week. Well, I've had sleep, but not to the same extent. No, this setting hasn't worked, has it? I changed the setting to half an hour. It's obviously only doing it for 10 minutes. Bloody thing. Boost the colours. Probably doesn't want to be as that orangey. There, I think. I should just have done that. Maybe if I just use them settings and make it a little bit lighter. Raise the exposure a little bit, like so. Lovely. I don't want that much green, blue in the sky. Do about there, that'll probably about do. And then if we sync the settings across those, just brighten them all. Go on, son. Right. Let's bung these into Photoshop, if it works. And do our normal stuff. I have no idea, Surge, to be honest. I think they've done the ship. I think the ship are free to various places. I like them because they're not expensive. They are inexpensive, as you say, Paul. To be honest, I think they're a Chinese company, but they might have. Just check the website. Actually, search. I think they've got certain kind of options. Certain countries, like I don't know, there's India and places like that, they're free shipping. Oh. Can you tell the gas thing is broken on my chair? Now my chair just sinks to the lowest setting every 5 minutes. It's very annoying. I need to get one of them gas replacement thingies. I also need not to be like 21 stone as well. That would help. It's taking a little bit of time, people. Do apologise. Takes forever. Baked beans? What do you mean baked beans? All the gas? No. I don't think baked beans gas production would be enough to refill the canister that is in here. He's a bit. Fantastic. I'll need to check the size for these. See if there's a specific size. Actually, I could do with one for that chair as well, because that was the problem with that one as well. Got to the point where they just collapsed to them. The strange thing is that when I was downstairs, this chair was doing it all the time, and I moved it up here. It's been fine for however long. Was it April when I moved up here? So April, May, June. Another 3 months before it went. Just the other day, just randomly went, I started singing. And I can feel it going again now. Right, anyways. So, image of this thing in the sky, whatever it is. Yeah, I think that's what it was, Jen. It was like, oh, this is new. Don't want to get chucked out of here yet. Right, so we need to line these up, obviously. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the image yet. Well, fine. What's a good starting point? It's probably not that one. I don't want too much of the screen on, because I'm a bad shot. That maybe is a good starting point. Right, so move tool. You just want to select the one. Thank you very much. Move tool over here. Thank you. Turn that one up. Oh shit. No, that one over here. And then this one needs to wherever the hell it's been, to about there. And this bottom one, where that is, it really doesn't really matter because it's, oh, that's quite old. See, this is the problem where you start mixing them up, is because I've moved the camera a lot closer to the screen, or further away from the screen for this particular one. As you can see, it doesn't line up. So we'll just use that for a bit of softness around about it. Right, so this is our starting point. And let's go to blend modes, see what kind of thing we might get. Lighten. Loses all thingy, all structure, doesn't it? Overlay and soft light. Probably have to do a bit of work if we use that one. Difference. Yeah, okay. So it might have to be a bit of multiply, but we're going to have to drop the opacity on some of these. So which one was the really detailed one? Because we don't like detail, do we? No, sir. They're all got bloody detail on, haven't they? Oh, by the way, did anybody is anybody subscribed to Nigel Danson's newsletter? Because he offered a raw file for you to edit. Guess who went a little bit beyond just sliders? I didn't take photographs of the screen, but I might have digitally made ICM and then made an image from it. It wasn't very good, but I was bored yesterday. Or rather, I read the email whilst I was bored, so before I knew it, 2 hours later, a bit of experimentation in Photoshop, and we had... See, that gives a little bit of... not detail, a bit more... yeah, detail. That's the word I was looking for, Andy. Right, it was just I just saw edit, play with my raw files, and I was like, ooh, always like that. Always like a little dabble with other people's work. Make it better. Subjectively, obviously. Alright, fine. Now that one I want to make this one a little bit weaker, just to reduce the very precise nature. Yeah. I mean, I could have been really bored and just did it in Lightroom and just moved a few sliders, but the image needed improvement because I did not like the composition, so I needed to fix that in the only way I know how, by completely changing the image. Right, okay, that's going to take that layer out. So sometimes when you're trying to combine these things together to make an image, it is bloody hard. So it takes a bit of work and a bit of fiddling around to get it until you are happy. Now I think I would like to use this layer, but I'm going to reduce it down to barely anything. I'm nearly tempted to just use this layer. This one here is just the foreground. Use the bloody camera away again. I'm going to do the masking thing. Why have you gone like that? Was it something I did? Was it something I was playing around with the other day? Come on. There you go. Okay, something like that. So it's just that little bit corner left in. Nobody ever comes to my door. Right, so, right where we are. Where are we? So we've got to that stage. We want a curves adjustment there because I want it brighter. Oh yeah, there's curves there behind the microphone arm. What was frustrating? If you're enjoying the image, the stream so far, please do remember to give it a like before I get wrong off Paul for not mentioning it. Oh yes, subscribe, join Patreon and all that malarkey as well. Especially if you're rich. If you're rich, like, donate stuff. There's a tip, there's a page to tip on as well. Oh, I was in one of my friend's streams. It was just this morning. Just happened to log in when somebody had just dropped $850 tip. I'm like, damn. Oh, it even customizes it. I know. And the other day he bought 40 odd gift subs the other day as well. Craziness. Fantastic to see. Like, fantastic people get that kind of support. I'm appreciative that you guys just turn up and watch. And a few of you join Patreon. It's mega enough for me. It was awesome. Made for a very fun stream, is all I can say. Much hilarity this morning. Well, actually, the streamer I was watching is a blonde female. She's not Scandinavian, but I think it helps, Paul. Right, I might need to know. Let's just leave that for a minute. Right, so what else do we need? We need a new layer. And I'm just going to alter some colours here. Where's the paint bucket tool? I can't see it for looking. Oh yeah, that's this is the proper version of Photoshop, not the beta version. Q. About there, just dulls the sky down a little bit. Don't be shy, Andrew. Don't be shy. I completely forget. I mean, how long have I done Patreon for? 5 years, something like that. This week was the first time I even mentioned it on Facebook. I'm like, why don't I mention these things more often? Madness. It's like you have a product to sell it, Andy. Don't just leave it hiding in the corner. Craziness. Right, so the blue's a bit naff here. Right, okay, so I think we're getting a little bit closer. It would be nice if that was a little bit lighter. Yeah, I know what you mean. Right, so if that's even... It'll do. Yeah, and to be honest with Joan, that's the brilliant thing. You know, a few people giving a little bit is absolutely fantastic. You don't need somebody to come along and drop $1,000 or whatever in one go. But yeah, it is tricky. As somebody that has zero confidence and zero balls, apart from the physical ones, I'm like there going, yeah, do this, do that, and I'm like myself, I'm going, I don't want to do that. It's not quite the British way. I'm so British. It's funny. Oh no, we need to make that less. Good about that. It certainly does, Jan. A grand into, yeah. Well, I think it's brilliant. I think it's wonderful that people have a disposable income, that whether it's $2 or $2,000, or in Mr. Beast's case, 200,000, to just not being crude or anything, but spaff everywhere. It's brilliant. Right, what am I doing? Making an image of the thingy. Statue woman. Analog Effects Pro. Oh, by the way, I did get in touch with DxO about how tiny the UI is with our contact guy, Michael. And he was in Paris today, or in France today, wherever the DxO is based. I'd imagine it's Paris. He's over there today, and he said he would pass it on to the people that need to know. So it's probably a setting on my computer, to be honest. I said, when you're at it, remind them about the double exposure module and having, what you might call it, other blend modes. Why have I not got so many? Oh, that's the history thing. I'm like, why have I not got? Imported, there we go. I forgot. I had a crash yesterday and I lost my last edit. But thankfully, it was part of the Nik Collection version 6, which you can get via the link in my description. It is an affiliate link, I must say. There is a history function now, so the last thing that you did, it will it keeps it, so you can go back to it with one click. Very handy. So I've used it once now. Well, I mean, to be honest, it's probably fine on like everybody else's setup than mine. It's probably just me. But it would be nice if I had a setting that says ignore, make the bloody everything bigger. Which is what I thought there was when I first loaded up, and I was like, bloody hell, that's small, I can't read it. Where's a setting that makes it bigger? There wasn't one. There wasn't even a setting for settings. Right, Andy, you are waffling as per usual. Not you, Andrew. Me. Talking to myself here, giving myself the pep talk. There's a blurry bit. It is very, very small. I don't know, has anybody else got a 4K monitor in the Nik Collection version 6? Is anybody else having problems on Windows 10? Might be just a Windows 10 thing. It might be fine Windows 11. I have no idea. We will just have to wait and see. I can't see the screen. really sure what I'm going to do with this, to be honest. I know I like things protruding beyond the horizon, but this one is a little bit tricky. Two thingies. Call them thingies. Two statues. Double the Americanness. Go big, or do it twice. Go home. Whatever they say. Both afflicted with waffle. Well, I know I am. And it surprises me that you all still come back to watch. But I suppose you know what you're going to get, don't you? Me waffling on. Alright. Where Andy? Come on, boy. Ooh, excuse me. I'm going to get a motorbike around here. I don't know what to do to this bloody image. Because the colour is a bit mixed off because it's not from a camera. Well, it is from a camera, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of sky. So it's like, can't do anything atmospheric, really. Everything's a bit straight. Do I change the balance of the image? We do something like this to make it stormy behind it. Fair enough, Andrew. To be honest, I'd be the same. Actually, no, I do see one or two people out when I'm walking my dog around the village. That is my only contact with people that aren't family. Because who the hell wants to talk to them? I could do something like that and just make it a bit, I was going to say storm-like, but you go out the way. You're getting the problem of that being in there. Balance one way or the other. I want brightness. Yeah, like so. And daylight extracting, do we? New. We probably need change of color. Whoa. Oh yeah. You've evolved. You've abandoned the cause search. It's like if I bought a PlayStation after being an Xbox user for the last long time. That was one of the things I did complain to. I was like, when you're moving sliders, you move it a pixel and it moves 10%. Yeah. We nearly self-certify, Andrew. I would self-certify myself as ready for the nut house. Right. Are we, Andy? It's getting hard to see anything on here. Lens vignette. Do we need lens vignette? A little bit. I guess. If we bring this down here, and if we make it a rectangle, like so, that should flatten the top out. Not make it that dark. Let's bring it across a bit so it opens it up a little bit. Just see that. It's going to be very dark in that corner though. But the skies are dark over the US at the moment. Alright, that didn't do anything. So I can't even hit that ticky box. Because it's too small. Will you? Can't physically hit the ticky box. Right, I need to change all of this. There you go, that's the reset button. So we want some contrast in there, and we want some brightness. Basically an S curve. Blue, we need to drop the blues just a little bit, but not that much. Nope. We could go just a little bit on the positive side there. Does that work? I don't know. Red channel. We drop that, that's green below. Adds a little bit of red. See, it's too small and my microphone's in the way. That doesn't help either. I can't actually see what I'm doing. It's now got to the point now where this kind of stuff, I'll do it in Lightroom to get the colour right. This is all a bit naff. Right, different colours. Need to get rid of that warm. It's horrible. Man, alive, it's rubbish. Do know what I'm thinking about half the time now. Strength of that is up there. No. True, Andrew. And there's more people down your way. They're more likely to be reported for doing weird things with cameras in public. Right. This is not turning out how I wanted it. How I expected it. It's most disappointing. Right, contrast. I need to move that there. Oh. Contrast, it reduces the bloody opacity, not the opacity, the saturation. If I boost that a bit more than that, and then I boost the saturation to about there, that's quite strong actually. I was just capturing the storm, the smoke. That's the word, the smoke. Yes, I do like that joke, Andrew. I hope it's a joke. Good Lord. Why did that all of a sudden develop a yellow cast? I didn't touch it. Well, I don't think we're going to make anything outstanding tonight. That might be the point of this exercise, is purely as a bit of fun towards our American brethren, whilst they celebrate separating from the greatest country ever seen on the face of the planet. Unappreciated bastards. Alright, I'm going to change this exposure. Location, I think. No, not. I don't know what to do. Where's the rotatey thing? I need to be, yeah, there we go. Spend half an hour on a composition, then in the last second gun. Nah, let's change it. Well, that could be a bit more dramatic, couldn't it? Let's hide you. No, not that one. Hide you. Hide you. There you go. I can't see you. Fantastic. Alright, the lens vignette. Okay, that was a bit heavy-handed. Let's ease back on that. Not that much. Actually, I think that's a little bit better. Oh, that's annoying. Fine. If I put it about there, that'll probably about do. Good God, what? It's not like I can make anything better than this with this starting point. I would like it not to be so. Right, let's apply this and get back into Photoshop. Let's see how we get on. Ow, my leg. I mean, to be honest, I could just paint out some of these. There's not a big change for all the faff I've just gone through. Don't you just love it? Blend mode. No, don't click it, man. Well, we're going to have soft light down that bottom corner. Which gives that a bit of a boost. Alright, let's duplicate that layer. Turn that one off. Let's put this back to normal. Put that, oh, hold on, I haven't got my brain the right way around. Yes, I have. Right, if I do that, and if I use a mask, yes, mask there, and if I erase that, erase, paint in, like so. I think I'm still doing this in the right order. Then again, I might not be. Oh, come on, Photoshop. It's only a little mask. Do this like this, and if we put that one in like that. If I go that way like so, and then invert it, it'll be just this corner does a yay. Like so. Just gives it a little bit of brightness. A little bit of little flecks of red there. People walking past. I think there were people anyway. Right. Could we fake some sun? Oh my God, what's going wrong with here? I just want to know how big the file is. Why it's all corrupted. It's not a good sign. Right, Vesa. You've gone quiet. Everybody's left me alone. I know tonight's not been the best of streams. But there's no need to leave me. Ooh, gold now. One click done. Nah. Well, seems like a good idea till you look. I'm glad you're still here, Serge. Thank you for sticking with me. Is that one? Yes, it is that one. Yes, I was having also kind of mentioned that it's hard to hit the thingy box, the hit box, for being able to select these things. Very annoying. Good God, that didn't do anything, did it? Oh, this is just going to give me horrible lines. Come on, I'm on the bloody thing, man. Yeah, let's abandon this idea. Cancel. Clues without saving. Right, I think that... Let's make this a very short-ish episode. And then I can get away and delete this VOD. Delete this episode, because it's so bad. But yeah. Not the best of results. But a bit, I must admit, a bit of a rubbish subject. I'm sure if I was there in person in my own capacity, I might have been able to get something. However, on this occasion, he's been a struggle. We still got some like warmer tones on the stonework and stuff. So this is all right. Anything else I need to do? Adjustment presets. What's that? Brightness. Warming filter. Sunshine. Yeah, maybe it's the warming one. Didn't really need the brighter one there. If I take that one and dump it in the bin. Yeah, it's kind of warmed it up a little bit. Good God, you have all gone quiet. You've all left me. Right. That'll do. That'll do for this evening. Let's save this, and hopefully it's not over 2 gig. I don't think it should be, but you never know. Excuse me. It is in the process of saving, so whilst it's doing that, the upper left, I'm going to crop that out, Serge, to be honest. I don't think so, Andrew, to be honest. I think that's... The Golden Gate Bridge had... I mean, I know it's red, or orange, or whatever it is, but that actual image had no colour in it whatsoever. It was a very grey image. So I don't think my kind of stuff's going to work on it too well. And it's been nearly an hour already, and by the time I've finished cropping this, it will be. Simon, you are far too kind, but thank you very much, sir. I do appreciate it. Right, we're up to 57%. A bit of a slow down. I should change the monthly goal to, because we're now in July. Although Peter's not here to set it off today. been done. Bloody camera. I'll have to check the settings for this. Because I'm sure I set it for half an hour before it turns itself off. Well, Simon, I was aiming for Turner's I was thinking of his versions, his paintings of Venice. There was a few he did which were quite nice, so I was kind of aiming for that, and that's why I don't particularly like the colours. I'm not quite so happy with. But anyways, turned out hopefully okay by the time I've cropped off this left hand side. Let's give that 3 stars, and let's go to the crop. Or do we want to play around with the colour a little bit more? You could maybe do a little bit. Oh, about there. Maybe. Just dropped a little bit. A couple of percentages. We could change that and darker and lighter, and actually where it is probably about perfect. And yeah, I think it'll be all right from here. I mean, for a lot of things, I prefer Lightroom, which I shouldn't do because I'm an affiliate for DxO. However, Lightroom just makes it easier. Boost the whites. Can't boost them that much because I've got this area here which has got no data in it. It makes it look all... So we're going to have that just about like that. I think if we go to here's what would that do? Ooh, now here's if we just use here's just on down here. It could be a little bit interesting. I don't like the masking things on Lightroom. That's one of the downsides. It's too slow, as you can see. I pressed that button ages ago. On the brush, this will be very slow. Look how slow it is to try to load it. Come on. And you try to paint and it does bollocks all. Generally like that. Right, okay. Is it, Andrew? Is it? I don't think so. Right, where's the hairs? The hair's not in this. Oh, it is. Which maybe is a bit strong, that. Let's ease back, Andrew. Reduce clarity, that gives a little bit more of that. Yeah, probably, Andrew. I must admit, I was gonna restart the computer, but it was like 7:25. It'll be 8 o'clock by the time it starts up again. No point doing that. No point. Right, didn't even hit the bloody mark here. Do we like orange or do we like yellow? Oh, it's such a hard tell. There is a small amount around about there. I mean, it's purely just the buildings. No, let's leave that as it is. Right, okay, how do you get out of here? That one. Yeah, I know what you mean, Andrew. Simon, sorry. I did. I think it happened to be. I think like this block. Forget the bird on the pedestal. The block, the pedestal here. That reminds me of a bit of like some of the like bell towers and stuff in Venice. If they have bell towers in Venice, I can't remember. I'm sure I've seen something. Excuse me. Right, okay, so create virtual copy, then we'll do some clapping. Lightroom bugs out completely. Right, still creating it. Come on. Crop tool. If we go one by one to something like so, then we still got like that thing there. We don't need that one in. We can just straighten this up a little bit. Like so. Not do it like last week where we're like, I'm going to chop off the main thing. You all got very upset last week when I started cropping that image. Most amusing. Something like about that. Is that the final crop? I thought I spun it around a bit. I did. Fair enough. Just move this around. I'm trying to avoid having that in the corner. However, I might not be able to get away with it. But then again, don't want to go too far that way. It'd be nice if that was. It'd be nice if that was on the third, to be honest. We'll go with that. I could straighten them things up, to be honest. Thank you, Simon. Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Actually, leaving that up there, I know that's in the way. Leaving that up there is not so bad, I don't think. I think it's alright. There's no point straightening. Nah, there's no point messing them up, messing around with them to get the doobies standing up straight. That's terminology. Right, so I don't think we're gonna. Well, no, let's try a 3v2. Because obviously this original is quite wide. When you switch to it, come on. Well, you have now. So let's go 3x2 for this original one. If we can just come across here. Yeah, that's about there. About there. Actually, can we? Just for giggles. Effects. No, not effects. Transform, isn't it? Vertical. Nope. The bird on the pedestal is getting very dull if we're doing that. We do auto. You gonna do anything? No. Off. No. We could use that. Could potentially get a better crop. So I don't use the upright and all that kind of stuff much these days. I'm saying much these days. We could use the autofill down here, couldn't we? Oh, I loaded up the wrong version of Photoshop. It's a bit of a ball ache. Could still load it up though. See how it does. See if it can handle it. Yeah, we could do that. Right, okay. That's that as that. Okay, if I shut down that version of Photoshop. Close. Edit. With Lightroom adjustments. Edit AM. Edit as that. Hopefully it'll load up a beta version. Good evening, Aileen. How are we? Are you well? It is the beta version. Good. We will use the AI to fill in the gaps. Hope you're well, Aileen. Welcome along. We are celebrating Traitor Day. Treason Day, whatever it is. So I flew over to New York just this afternoon and flew straight back again to get a picture of the bird with the ice cream on the pedestal. And here we are, editing said image. Stuck. Is this loaded yet? Nearly. Right, okay. Oh, here is our first American. Good afternoon, Peter. How are you? Did I call it Traitor Day? No, I didn't call it Traitor Day. I called it Treason Day. Treasonous founders went against George III. I have a secky deep voice this evening. Do I? What's a trigger word? Treason Day. I think I'm just tired, Aileen. I think that's what it is. You've done quite a number on it, Peter. But yes, we are celebrating your day today. I thought only fair, seeing as this is maybe the first time we've ever landed a stream on July the 4th. And I remember back in the days, when I was going to say I've got lots of American friends now anyway, but back in the day, like 10, 12 years ago, whenever it was July the 4th and the Americans were all off work, and I was sitting here, and I was like, I'm going to have the day off as well. So I was like, yeah, let's do that. Right. Mr. Generative Phil. Generate. Well, you never like in the YouTube being YouTube. It might take offence at words like that, Aileen. So I have a tendency of not saying them either. Well, that filled that in nicely, didn't it? Right, what's it gonna do with this one? But yes, because I love you American people so much, I thought we should have a dedicated celebratory stream to celebrate Bill Pullman making that speech 27 years ago in that there film. You wouldn't be banned. If it was down to me, Aileen, you would never be banned. See, why do I keep getting these? What is it about my images I get these guideline things? Could have been. Yes, I'm waiting for the. Like I said earlier on, I'm waiting for the thingy transporter. Star Trek transporter thing. Why does it not give me? It's just not a trouble. Why does it not give me any ability to be able to make selections, generative fill for these kind of areas? It's very annoying. Let's have another go. I know. I don't understand it, Andrew. Because it happens all the time. I was surprised it did the top left-hand corner, to be honest. See, it does it again. Why does that violate user guidelines? I'm just trying to fill in a corner of the image. It is bizarre. Which I'll probably be able to do content-aware fill, to be honest. So, oops. Is that on the right layout? Yeah. Generative fill. No, I want. What's that button do? Fill section here. Edit to content-aware fill. Where are you? There. It's not really going to be great, but you know. Oh, I mean, it's great when it works, but as you can see, it failed twice on that job. Let's okay that and see if it does a job. It's done a job with content-aware fill. The simple way of doing it. Yeah, that's fine. It's gone work. The error said it violates guidelines or community guidelines or something. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen a. Yeah. Anyway, no comment about that. Yeah, it's just one of them weird ones that it keeps on happening to my images for some reason, and it's getting bloody annoying. So. So, anyways, Peter, have you been working this holiday day, or are you like photographing your family or something? But I hope you're having a lovely 4th of July. The upper left corner. Well, I filled in the gap there, Serge. So better than what it was. I'm quite happy with that. So there we go. Right, let's. I'm just going to flatten this actually, and then save it. Save as. Then we'll come back. Shut up. God's sake. Save, edit. Right, fine, whatever. Okay. Lightroom. There we are. Picked up the parades and stuff. Very good. It was a bit wet. It was a bit stormy. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, in this case, Aileen, I was just flattening it because I already had the original like that. So this one was just a finished version, so I just flattened it for, yes, space, and also for your viewing pleasure, because otherwise it would take 10 minutes. Again. So that's why I flattened it. But generally, no, I don't flatten anything on the way out, unless I've done like multiple versions within the same file. So, right, I think that is an episode. Not the best one, by any stretch of the imagination. But oh god, you can see Google there. We'll have to remove that. Oh, bloody camera. Only 7 likes. Andrew, you'll have to have words. Simon, you must be getting soft. Your big boy trousers. In July. Shocking. Right, how do you work this again? Develop and that one. Get rid of the Google thing. Yay. Google is gone. They will not know I stole their image. I did honestly fly all the way to the US this morning to make this image. Why did that hole go? There it is. Little spot right there. Still miss the done button. There you go. What? Bloody hell. That's a bit. What do they generally do that, Peter, to various bystanders at these parades? Let's just blast that random person. Never mind the fact that he's carrying a load of camera gear. He glared at him. Peter, I can't imagine you glaring at anybody. Right, anyways. So, out of all that, before we all go home, that's one image, and come on, Lightroom. A square crop and a wide type of thing. Like so. Right. There you go. Right, I'll probably about do for this evening. Thank you very much for coming along. I know it's been a quieter one because, 75% of the viewership are having a holiday today. Very good on them. Hopefully they are having a wonderful day, apart from Peter, who got drenched by the sounds of it and was ready to throw fists. But yes. So anybody that's watching on catch up from that side of the pond, I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July. Those of you here that are watching, I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July, what's left of it. And yeah, we'll be back next week for normal stuff. Probably not celebrating anybody's national holiday or anything like that. And I might actually be using real photography next week as well. Who knows? So we will see you next week. Thank you all very much for coming along and watching. Thank you very much, everybody that supports me on Patreon and things like that, and YouTube memberships and the like. If you're not part of that and you would like to be, there is links below. If you're following me on social media, remember to follow me on Instagram. I don't know what's going to happen with Twitter. Is Twitter going to die? Probably. Not that I've been using it much recently, but I'm quite curious because in the next few days, I know it's Facebook or Meta or whatever it's called. They're bringing out something that might be a Twitter kind of clone. So that might be interesting to see what that's all about. They'll be full of advertising, knowing Meta. Oh, thank you very much, Alien. You didn't need to do that, but that's very kind. Thank you. Very, very kind. What was it? I've lost my train of thought now. What was I on about? Meta, yeah. I think it's called Threads. So, I think it's coming out on the 7th. So I'll probably be signing up for that. If you're not already automatically signed up because you're on Facebook and Instagram or whatever. So follow me there when it starts, whenever it comes out. And I might be using it. I might not. You never know. But do follow me if you're not already. Anything else I need to mention? Patreon, yeah, all that. Thank you, Sten. You too as well. Have a lovely time. Nice to have seen you today, Sten. Hope the weather's nice in Denmark at the moment. I know it's been very nice over here up until like last week, and then it's been a bit rubbish. Anything else do I need to mention coming up? I haven't got really anything on for the rest of the week. I need to do videos and stuff. And anything else? No, can't think of anything. I'm lost in what bloody day it is at the minute. I can't tell. I seem to I seem to be in US time because they're all hanging out with everybody this morning, and it was like last night for them, so it was very confusing. No worries. Oh yes, that's a reminder. Follow Andrew. Go subscribe to his channel. Anybody here that isn't already. That's very stormy at the minute. That's a bit sad, Stan. It's a bit sad. It'll improve. It's July. Surely it'll get better. I mean, we've just had a very nice warm spell. I'm sure you've had it as well because, you know, the wind going across. Well, I think a lot of people do. I mean, I'm not so keen on the 28 degrees, but the sunshine was all right. But yeah, God, here's my Aileen. Here's my sexy voice come back again. Yeah. Stormy is great for photos at times, as long as the storm has already passed or is coming, and then you can like get back in the house. Right. Again, thank you all very much for your support. Thank you, Aileen, for the tip. Much appreciated. Thank you everybody else for watching this evening. I know there's so much going on today. Big appreciation. You got drenched yesterday. That's sad. I got drenched in the dog walk late last week. It wasn't pleasant. Good night, Serge. Have a lovely evening and have a wonderful Wednesday and the rest of the week. Have a great week, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend ahead of you, and we will see you next Tuesday, I am sure. If not, I will let you know. So we'll last 30 seconds. Thank you, Jen. You can go back to your backyard barbecue now. Have a lovely time. And again, happy birthday again to you Americans or whatever it is you celebrate today. Treasonous bastards. Only joking. Love you loads. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you soon. Till then, keep it hard. See you.